What? Katherine Symthe doing a podcast? Outspoken woman? Oh my gosh, where have you been? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually the fourth take of this particular episode. The first one, my cat Magic decided to scare the crap out of me with coming into the room in a bag, and I thought my house was haunted, so I was screaming. The second one, I dropped the camera. The third one, I ran out of battery space. So this is the fourth take. Reality podcast at its best. Or cat antics, as some of you would say. Good evening. My name is Katherine Symthe. It is pronounced Symthe. I actually had my editors remind me that the way to pronounce my name is Symthe, not Smythe. And actually, when I did research at the Riverwalk today, I found that Symthe is German, and that's how you pronounce it. Irony is, I just found out I do have German blood, so how the irony of that is amazing. I am the owner and facilitator of the House of Savoy. I am the writer, creator, filmmaker, and producer for Outspoken Woman. Where did January 2013 go? It seems like, bloop, it was gone. What is that about? Wow. Now Valentine's is here, and everybody's like, oh, Valentine. Oh, by the way, it's February 14th. I actually had a few people coming into my store and asking me, when's Valentine's? It is February 14th, 1-4. And there are some restaurants that you can go and get some really nice restaurants with candlelight dinner. No, I'm not available for babysitting, only to my immediate family. This is my cute little new companion. Her name is Magic. Hi. Okay. She's been walking good. Strange cat. So, just to let you know. And then now, Easter is going to be coming around. Oh, please. I'm looking for the Cadbury. I'm a big sucker for the Cadbury egg. And that rabbit. I just wanted to do that. I think that's the funniest thing. So, I was going to wait on this podcast while the new soundtrack for Outspoken Woman was being developed and made. But it came to my attention a few hours ago that this episode could not wait. How many of you have woken up and go, oh, I can do that tomorrow, or that can wait? Our life cannot wait. Our life, our legacy, her story is now. This is our time. So let's catch up. I have been working on my new book, Letters of a Woman Found, my memoir of 2012, how I went through my grief and found that I'm a woman of substance. My hat's off to my beloved editors who have patiently worked with me and edited my book, and they are the most amazing people. One could only hope and pray in their lifetime that they could find editors as great as them. Secret to you all out there. If you ever meet my editors, never, ever say, hindsight is 20/20. Yeah, I just said that like 75 times in my memoir and created a... Yeah, no, you don't want to know. Joke. But all funnies put aside, they are the most wonderful editors, and I am blessed that they are working with me to make this the most phenomenal, best-selling, financially successful book of all time that will reach millions of lives. Thank you. Outspoken Woman is currently undergoing construction for expansion, and we'll have an extension on the Katherine Symthe show on Spreaker. Try saying that 5 times. Spreaker. I feel like a little Tweety bird. Tweet. It's Spreaker. It's an internet radio show located on Facebook, and there will be more details about that coming out soon. And I say soon because there's no timeline on that yet. I have been patiently and feverishly working on the networking and growing of the House of Savoy, and with the context that I'm making for my new book and campaign that's coming out. I no longer work in the restaurant industry. I'm a manager in a retail industry. I'm not allowed to disclose which retail store I work with. But for those of you that magically found me in my store, thank you. You kind of freaked my GM out. Oh my God, Katherine Symthe! Hide in the vitamins. So thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. To all my fans and supporters, thank you. My cat's like attacking my hand right now because she wants to play. Because, you know, it is 11 o'clock at night. And this is usually the time I'm home, so she's wanting to play. But I want to thank you to all the fans and supporters out there. I am honored and humbled by everything that you have done for me. Many of you have asked, when is my book coming out? I will say that my editors and I are taking special effort to give honor to the voices of those abused children, to the voices of those in my story, in my memoir, and my editors have graciously provided phenomenal feedback that I might say has changed my life and made me a greater and better writer than I was 6 months ago. Where were you 2 years ago? You would have so made my books Tabula Rasa Mena and Fire Seeds kick ass. They've just done an awesome job on Letters of a Woman Found. Now, in honor of my editors, I'm giving a shout out to something that they're doing. Sonia Beatrice of Positive Direction will be doing a workshop on February 12th, 19th, and 26th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on how to manifest your perfect job and how to better your business and how to manifest that. I'm telling you now, ladies and gentlemen, I swear and stake my life on it, this shop works. I am a living testimony that the work of Positive Direction and Sonia Beatrice works. It's all about the mindset and your wording. Now, I'm going to give you an example, and I cited this in my book, in Letters of a Woman Found. I asked the universe for a true love that would change my life forever. I forgot to mention that I wanted my true love to love me back in return and be genuine. She will teach you the wording, the tools, and how to manifest that energy that we're all looking for a better job and how to better our business. You can find Positive Direction on Facebook. Please read about the workshop, find out what it takes, find out about the fees, make sure you RSVP for this workshop to Sonia Beatrice at Positive Direction. All the details are there. Tonight's episode is called A Woman Empowered. What does that look like for a woman to be empowered? What does that feel like? What does that mean? Oprah states that it doesn't matter who you are or where you came from. The ability to triumph begins with you. Always. It begins with you. Your heart, your core, your voice, your mindset. Anise Nin wrote, "There comes a time that the risk to remain tight in the bud was more painful than the risk to blossom." You know, today I slept in. I didn't want to go downtown. I said I was going to pick up some paperwork. I was tired. I was grumpy. I was like, I'm tired of 6 hours of sleep. I want to sleep. 11 a.m. Meow, meow. Well, I better stop meowing because she'll meow back. And so my cat jumps on me. I get up. I'm like, I'm not feeling the river walk, but it's calling me. Okay, I'll go down. I go down there, and I'll be damned if I didn't meet 5 new contacts for the book and start talking to people. Pretty soon, here I am at Mad Dog's Pub talking to these people that are the executive management people from this aviation company in Houston, staying at the Hyatt Regency on the Riverwalk, and we're talking for 2 hours about how to have their employees gain self-value, how they can get rid of that negative voice that plays in their mind, and how did I learn to connect with my core and get rid of my negative voice, giving me they wanted my card so I could come down to their employees in Houston and talk about this. None of that would have occurred. Oh yeah, and then after that, the servers started coming up and wanted to know my card, and they wanted to know how I triumphed. Everybody wants that connection. None of that would have happened if I hadn't gone to the Riverwalk. Here I am, I'm like, I want to put this off tomorrow. I started with myself and got up and went to the Riverwalk, and now look at these contacts that I made. I'm still blown away that I sat there for 2 hours talking to these people. It was phenomenal. I was empowered to connect to these strangers from Houston. It begins with your core, your heart, your passion, your voice, your eyes. You think that tomorrow you can do it. You think. And every time I get to this part in the podcast, I still get chills. I remember Sarah saying to me when I was a kid. Sarah was my sister that was killed. And she said to me, I hope, sister, one day you will speak for us. I know that not all of us will live. I know that you will live because you have this unusual conviction of faith. And no matter how many times they knocked you down, you got up. Perhaps one day with your words, you can help others so that we shall never be forgotten. I really hate that Sarah's not here, but I know she's here in spirit. I get it. I understand. We all have a journey. My point to me telling you that was that you don't know if tomorrow will come. You might walk outside and a freaking airplane just like, or some cookie monster go. You have the ability today to live today, to honor your life today, to be the legacy today, to be the story that becomes her story tomorrow. You are empowered now to do that. Empowered women dare to stand up in adversity and triumph. I'm a living testimony that you can change your negative tape. And I'm still growing and I'm still developing. You ask how? Don't project your happiness onto others. Own your story and own your life. Yes, project your happiness, but don't have your happiness be based on the happiness of others. And I should know, I'll raise my hand, I own it. And I still do this, but but somebody pointed it out that I did it. But I would sit at a restaurant and I would ask, oh, what are you having? What are you having, Kat? No, what are you having? I wasn't okay, yes, I was genuinely interested in what they were having, but I didn't want to seem like, oh, I'm getting this compared to what you're getting. Have the self-value. Empower yourself to be of value and not to be afraid. That fear is a wicked son of a bitch. That fear will make you paralyzed. And it's hard to face. It is. You know, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, did anyone tell them, oh, and by the way, you're working on computer technology that will change the future, and yeah, you'll be billionaires by the time you're done with it? Did anyone tell them that? No. They were armored with faith. And there's a scripture that I actually found. Thank you, Spirit. Ephesians 6:13. Therefore, put on the armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you'll be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything, to stand. Be yourself. That scripture is telling you right there. You have the armor of faith, the armor of protection, and now it's time to stand up. It's very easy. I'm Katherine Symthe. I am a traveler in this life. I've endured adversity and diversity. I've endured, in my past as a child, physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, and as into my adulthood, I allowed people to validate that I felt that I was nothing by allowing them to talk to me in any which way. And I used to hide in corners and think that I was different and I didn't belong. Through core work, through the strength to stand up, I was able to get up. Which you won't see me now because I'm going to stand up, but you'll hear me. I stood up. And I said, I am a woman of value. I am a beautiful woman. I am a woman of substance. I am a survivor of abuse, but I am a connection to those that have felt that they were alone, but they are not. I am Katherine Symthe. I am a beautiful woman. I am empowered. Be yourself. Gandhi said, live as if you were going to die tomorrow. Learn as if you will live forever. Hey, quit it. She's jumping on the whirlwinds. Being empowered starts with yourself. You're not alone. I dare you to spend a day with me, and I will walk up to people with you, and we will talk with them about their life, and you will find out you're not alone. Difference between conceit and knowing, because a lot of times people think, oh, but what if I'm being conceited? There is a difference between conceit and knowing. Conceit comes from the covering the mirror and thinking, oh, I can do no wrong. I'm all that and a bag of potato chips. Honey, did you forget to look at your expiration date? Knowing that you are powerful means that sometimes you hide, sometimes you doubt yourself, you blame yourself, and sometimes you feel helpless, and you have sleepless nights, and you wonder if you're enough. Knowing that you're a beautiful woman, knowing that you're empowered, starts right here. Opening your heart. And it's scary as all shit. There are times that I still get scared, but I stand up. It is a lifelong journey. It is not easy. You have to find that place within yourself, knowing that you are strong enough. Knowing that you are strong enough. And I'm battling the cat that just knocked over my bookshelf. Okay. And you have to remember, you cannot say, I'm stupid, I'm an idiot. Just the other day, I was at my work, and I couldn't find this particular toilet paper case to put out for special. And I told the manager, well, I'm an idiot, I didn't see. And I caught it. And I looked at her. I'm not an idiot. I didn't see this case because I only learned to see color tones a year ago, and it was black on black. I'm not an idiot. I just didn't know where to look, and you hit it very well. The GM looked at me and went, I'm sorry, I did hide it. I just thought you weren't looking strong enough. I thought you were just being dumb. Here, her energy is a perception that I wasn't looking, therefore I was dumb. Here I come along, I picked up on that and called myself an idiot. Moment I corrected that and said, you know what? No, I am not an idiot, blah, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden she realized what she was thinking and what she had projected and apologized and learned. She's still a baby manager. She has a long way to go. She's only, what, 23? Yeah. So, what does it mean to be empowered? It means to take that initiative, to be willing to go into your heart, into your core, and into your eyes, into your soul. I'm not a Yoda on life. I'm a little baby Padawan. I'm growing and I'm developing and I'm experiencing life and I'm having fun. Yes, I will have moments where I get sad and I cry. I'm still working on that one. I tend to cry in private, but I'm still working on it. I'm willing to work on it. I'm still working on it. But I am a Yoda on my life, my story, my experiences. And I'm willing to share them with you, to reach out to you who watch this podcast, An Outspoken Woman, in my writings, to say that you are not alone. There are resources out there to be empowered. There are people everywhere we go. You are not alone. This also means changing your circles of influences. Stop hanging around the people that are dragging you down. If you get a new job and they're like, well, you're a piece of shit because now you got a better job and, you don't want to hang with us anymore. You think you're better than me, blah, blah, blah. And trust me, I've heard it because I just went through a massive circle of influence change. Guess what? So sad, too bad. I bettered my life because I know that in bettering my life, I'm becoming an empowered woman. Your vibration changed. Good. I'm sorry that happened, that those energies change. But it makes us a stronger woman. Being empowered means you're willing to stand up. And for those of you just coming in and not understanding, because they always say, you show. That is the sign of a good connector. And I am a connector. Again, take your two hands, you place your feet down, and you stand up. In the process of our journey, ladies and gentlemen, we now conclude Outspoken Woman, being an empowered woman. It starts with a heart. It starts with you. Join me.